Hi everybody, I'm John Muschalek with HilltopSecurities, and we are back for a summer 2024 edition of the Muni Minute. So Tom, it was about a year ago that you started talking about generationally attractive yields. What do you see going into the summer of 2024, and how does that look now?
So yields now are just a little bit above where they were at this time last year, although it's been a little bit of a roller coaster ride. That being said, if you would have told me at the beginning of this year that we'd be seeing yields a little higher than this time last year, I'd have been very enthusiastic about that. And there's been a window that's opened since April of this year, and what I'm talking to investors about is taking advantage of that window because it could close, as you know, very quickly.
Okay, so at the beginning of the year you had revised your issuance forecast, right? So how has the supply and demand dynamic played into the market, and how's that impacting the rates right now?
Yeah, so the issuance activity that we've seen for the first 5 months of this year has been very close to what we projected back in January. The last 2 months have been exceptionally heavy months of issuance, but there really hasn't been all that much. Investors have been absorbing that heavier issuance, and it really hasn't negatively impacted yields one way or another. So it's been pretty neutral so far.
Okay, so you recently just published the results from your 2024 Municipal Bond Analyst Survey. What were some of the big takeaways for you from that survey?
Yeah, so it was a survey that included responses from a little over 100 mostly buy-side analysts.
Okay.
And I'd say that from a credit perspective, most of them are kind of neutral to a little bit positive with regard to overall public finance credit quality. There is probably a negative to very negative sentiment for specific sectors like higher ed and healthcare, which wasn't all that surprising. But two of the other things that really struck out to me was the fact that infrastructure is a very important theme, in addition to the idea that technological change is really accelerating at a quick pace, and that's something that analysts are really watching right now.
Okay. Well, that's it for this edition of the Muni Minute. Look forward to getting back out on the road with you, Tom, to talk to investors and reps and friends around the country. So hope everybody has a great summer.